We want the function that is called to depend on the actual object in memory, not just the pointer type. So that is where virtual functions come in. When a function in a base class is declared as virtual, the compiler sets up a mechanism called vtable or a virtual table, allowing the program to determine at runtime which version of the function to call, that is either the base one or the derived one. So this is basically an essence of dynamic binding or a runtime polymorphism. So to summarize, dynamic polymorphism C++ only works through pointers and references. Number one, when you call a function through a base pointer or a base reference, C++ checks if the function is declared as virtual. Then, if it is, the actual object type decides which function to call. That is basically dynamic polymorphism because we are considering the actual object type. If you are not writing virtual keyword, that is if the function is not declared as virtual, then the pointer type decides which function to call, and then that becomes static binding that we have just gone through. Now that we have seen what happens without virtual, we are ready to understand how virtual functions will solve this limitation. So a virtual function is a member function in the base class that you can override in the derived class. When you call that function through a base class pointer or a reference, C++ decides at runtime which version of the function to call, based entirely on the actual type of the object being pointed to. So this process is called dynamic dispatch or a dynamic polymorphism or runtime polymorphism. Let's walk through this code line by line. So in class B, we have declared the function f as virtual. This basically tells the compiler, do not decide at compile time which version of this function to call. Defer the decision until the runtime or execution time. Then the derived class D overrides this function with its own version of f function. In the main function, we create a base class pointer ptr and make it point to the derived class object db1. Now, when we call function f through ptr, the compiler sees that the function is virtual. So, as instructed, it defers the decision until the runtime. So, the program then calls a derived version of f. So, internally, when a class contains virtual functions, the compiler binds a hidden structure which is called vtable. Vtable is basically a table of function pointers that point to the correct version of each virtual function. So each object of that class stores a hidden pointer known as vptr, which points to the vtable for its class type. So when you call function f through ptr, the program actually looks up the function address in the vtable of the object being pointed to. If the pointer points to a base object, it uses base vtable and calls base class version of function f.